Hey guys, Crystal here at Crystal's Crafties. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to design your own Christmas cards. For this tutorial, it's kind of like a personalized photo. You take your client's photo and you bring it into Canva, and we get some other elements from Creative Fabrica, and we use it to design your own Christmas cards. And then once you've got them designed, you can sell them on like Etsy or Facebook or Instagram. Wherever you've got an online presence, you can sell these personalized Christmas cards, and they are super, super popular. Okay, so basically, we start with just a photo. You can see I've got these guys here. And when we're done with all of these extras and elements and editing, you've got this fabulous photo. So I'm doing this in Canva. You can do it for free. I have the paid version, and as we're going through, I will show you the differences in the free version and the paid versions of Canva. And I'm getting all of my elements from Creative Fabrica. If you use my link, you're going to be able to try Creative Fabrica for just $1 for your first month, and then it's $19 a month after that, which is usually $29 a month. So using this link is going to give you a pretty good discount. But when you click the link, you're going to be taken to this page. And it's kind of like, tells you everything that you get with Creative Fabrica and all the reasons that you would want it. And yay, that's great, but you can't see anything yet. Don't worry about that. Just come up here and click this Creative Fabrica word, and it'll take you into the actual site. Now I'm going to show you where I got all of these elements. And again, I'm getting everything for free because I have that membership. So there are so many different ways you can go to design your own Christmas cards. You could make snow globes, you could make trains, you could make gingerbread things. I'm just going to go with the theme that I have shown here in my card. I'm going to go with this window look. Okay, so whatever theme you want to go with, you're just going to type it into the search up here. So I'm going to put Christmas window overlay. And you'll see all of these things pop up. Typing the word overlay is going to be important when we're trying to get these kind of preset features that are good for photo editing. They aren't all actually overlays, but type that in and it's going to bring up the photo editing options that we want. Okay, there are two shops that are major players when you're looking for photo editing elements. The first one is Two Sons, and the second one is, where'd she go? MixPixBox. Major players. Like, I don't think I have any elements that aren't from these two shops. And in fact, the windows that I'm using in our tutorial here came from MixPixShop. So here's the different windows. You see when I clicked on the listing, I've got this window here. She's got some little kids behind it. We've got this window. She's got another little girl there. These windows, they have a lot more snow and ice on them. And then you'll see all the different windows. You go from no snow to heavier snow, snow with lights, and these all have the brick underneath them. And these are windows without brick, and they're different colored. So we've got green, and we've got kind of a brownie color. This one's even red. You're going to get all of these different windows when you download this. I'm not going to because, look, you have already downloaded this file. But one thing that's super important to look for when you are downloading files to use in Canva, you have to make sure that you're going to get a PNG format. If you're only getting JPG format, if you're only getting Photoshop formats, don't get that file. You have to have a PNG so that it's going to work with Canva. Also, I will tell you, a lot of these files are really, really big. And if it's too big, you can't import it into Canva without first resizing it. That's a whole nother video. There's tons of YouTubes on how to resize photos. I'm not going to touch on that because it's not really necessary. Like if one is too big, just pick a different one. But you can upload the big ones. You just have to resize them. So let's see, here in my favorites, I have used these windows. I downloaded these, but none of them ended up working for the photo that I wanted to put in. And then I have these lamp lights. Let me show you this. So these, let me come over here. The photo I started with, you can see there is a little light shining up from the book. But when I got done, there was a much bigger, more magical light. And I used these lamp light overlays to get that. So you can see here, she's actually holding a lamp, but you've got this overlay on it. These are what you're going to get. All of these different magical things. And this one is by Two Suns, but there are lots of other ones. Even she has other ones that you can get. And you'll see how they come into the photos. Here's the original. Here it is with the overlay. Again, the original with the overlay. Let's look at this one. Here's the original, and here is with the overlay. And some of hers even have extra elements, like, let's see here. I just typed light overlay. I went to her actual shop, Two Suns, and then I typed in light overlay. And let's see here. You can see all of these different amazing things. Okay, let's look at this one. So for this one, not only will you get all of these different lights, but you'll get these different swirls of like snow as well. Let's see here. This one, you'll get the lights also. You'll get the lights like you would normally get, and then you'll get these elements, these PNG elements. You could put candles in your photo. You could put presents in your photo. You could put ornaments, cupcakes, all kinds of different things. You'll just place them into the photo. Let's see if she's used some. No, she hasn't really shown you how she uses them, but there's a lot of different things that you can get with this. I just want to say one more thing about this shop before I go on. And no, she's not promoting this in any way. I just really love her. Or him. It could be a him. I don't really know. These sports backgrounds are fabulous. Like, you could really, really customize some photos and sell some major stuff if you have like an Etsy shop. Like, here's this one. So what you get is this backdrop here. And you just take your photo or your customer's photo and you put it into the backdrop, and you get these amazing high quality personalized photos that you could sell. So that's just something else that this shop has that I really like. Okay, let's hop back in. So once you get all the elements you want, you're going to need to upload them into Canva. So you just upload, you go find wherever you've saved your stuff. I'm just going to upload a random thing here so you can see how it works. I don't know what this is, but I'm just going to double click it and it will start uploading. There it is right there into Canva so that you can use it in your project. Okay, it's all done. So once you get all of your elements uploaded, your window, your snow, your frames, your presents or Santa hats or lights, whatever you're putting in your photo, get it all uploaded so that you've got it all here easy to work with. And then you start designing your own Christmas cards. So here's the photo. Now you can tell there's a big difference here. This photo's kind of dark and this one's much, much lighter. So with my photo here, the first thing I'm going to do is edit the photo itself. Bring your photo in first and then edit it. Click and edit image. Now you can manually adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation. If you click see all, you're going to get every little tiny thing that you could adjust. Or you can come to some presets. You've got filters here, like you would have on Instagram. Or we can come to photogenic. And these will show you what your photo would look like with each filter applied. So I like that I can really kind of see what I'm getting here. And for this one, I wanted to go with a warm look. So I'm going to click this first one, and as soon as I click it, you'll see the photo change. There, now it's got a much warmer, glowy feeling, and that's kind of what I'm going for with this. If you don't like it, you didn't really like what that did, just cancel and start over again. We're good, we're going to hit apply. Okay, now I'm going to stretch this photo out to fit my 5x7 frame here. I already had this uploaded. I already had this project started. If you're starting from scratch, you're going to be on this home screen of Canva. Now I'm using Canva Pro, but you can do all of this for free in the free edition of Canva, and I'll show you as we go along the differences in what you get with free and what you get with the Pro. And if you click my link, you can try out this Pro account and see if you like it. When you first go to Canva, this is the screen that you're going to see when you log in. You want to create a design. And you can come down to custom size here. And you want to make sure this is in inches. It's going to start you out in pixels. Absolutely come in and change that, or your photo isn't going to be sized correctly. Change it to inches, and then you can type in 5x7, which its width is 5 and its height is 7. So that's not the way I have it. If I click this, I'm getting this kind of 5x7. Mine was the other way around. Mine was actually a 7x5. Just type in whatever you want here. You actually can type in the numbers. Like if I want, I don't know, 20x30, I can do that too, and it will give me a 20x30. Okay, so once you have your photo edited, you need to crop out kind of what you don't want. Like in this one, I know I don't want that baby gate to be shown, so I'm just going to crop the image. I'm going to hit crop, and I'm just going to bring this in to where that baby gate is almost completely gone. And then I will hit done. Okay, now I can make this image bigger so it fills up my screen. All right, so there's our base layer. Start with your image as a base, and then you will layer each one on top of that. So kind of keep in mind how you want this to be. We're going to do the image, the light, the window, the overlay, and then the extra elements like the words. Okay, so let me get this light in here. Okay, I'm going to make that a little smaller and put it on the book. All right, there we go. Now let me bring in my window, resize this guy. Bring in my snow. Now, one thing I want to point out on this snow border was not thick enough for me. It was kind of like just a little too see-through. I wanted it to be thicker, so I've had to duplicate it. If I just put it here, you can see it's pretty see-through. So I'm going to make another one and line it up. And I'm going to go ahead and make one more and line it up. Now I've got 3 together. It's much thicker. It's going to create a more realistic look for me. Okay, I want all 3 of these to stay just like they are on top of each other. I don't want them to be like spread out or anything. I want them perfectly lined up. So delete what I just did. I'm going to kind of drag a box around the frames so that they're all highlighted, and then I'm going to hit group. So now they will stay together. Wherever I move them, they will all stay together. So when I stretch them out, I don't lose their positioning. Okay, we're coming along. We have the kiddos in here, we have the magic light, we have the window, we have the snow. Let's see, what do we need? Now we need this Merry Christmas, and we need this From Our Family to Yours, and then we'll be done. Okay, so come over here. This is where we're going to use some of the Canva elements. Click on Elements and just type in Merry Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and type banner. And you're going to see all of these things start to pull up. You can narrow this down some. We can go from all to just graphics, because what we don't want is photos. Or when we're making a photo, we don't want to put in a photo. So I'm just going to click graphics. And then I could put in this Merry Christmas. I could put in this thing here, whatever that is. Or I could scroll and find what I actually used. I mean, there's just really a ton of different things. You don't even have to say Merry Christmas. You could say Happy Holidays, and you're going to get even more stuff up here. Oh, that's really pretty. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is where if you have the free version, you will not, anything that has a crown here is a pro element. If you put a pro element in when you don't have the pro account, you're going to have to pay for that element. If you have the pro account, then you can put it in for free. If you want to sort it to where you're only seeing free items, click the little icon here and click free, apply filters, and then you will only see free items that you can put in. Now, where is the one I used? Let me go to my recently used. There it is. And it was a pro item. So you click it, and you can bring it into your photo, and you can make it whatever color you want. What color did I have it? I had it white. Okay, so it came in black, but I'm going to come up here to this box, and I can change its color. I'm just going to turn it white. Okay, now I did have, you'll see, kind of a goldish background behind it, because I felt like you couldn't really read the words with all the snow and the light stuff going on in this Christmas card. So I wanted to put some color behind it. To do that, I just brought in a square, and it already knows because of the last time I did this, and I turned the square gold. To get your square, you come to Elements, Lines and Shapes, and you could have brought in a circle, you could have brought in a square, whatever it is you want to bring in. You're just going to be putting it behind this item here. So, and then you size it, and you can use this to rotate it. That ought to do. Now we need to move it behind the element so that we can see the words through it. So with this selected, come to Position and just move it backwards. Now it went behind our little element. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and that is how I created this look. I got the gold behind the wording. Okay. And now I have this little gray border down here, From Our Family to Yours. Let's get that part in here. So again, I'm going to use my elements, and I'm just going to make the shape that I want. So I've clicked this one because it has the rounded corners. I'm going to bring it down and out, place it down here. Let's see, let's move this guy. Rotate that a little bit. Then I need to move that and rotate it. Shrink it down. Sometimes you got to do a little legwork here to get these right. All right. Now if I move that backwards again, there we go. Okay, so here's this. And let's see, where did I have it? I had it down under the window. Okay. Make it a little bit bigger. And it was this gray color. The way I got that was come up here to your color box, and if you scroll down, you can choose from colors that are in your photo. So it has pulled the window and it's given me all the colors that are in the window. And it's pulled the photo I've uploaded and given me the colors that are present in that. Or you can just come and use your standard colors here. But I chose a color from the window. I'm trying to match this. And that's how I got that gray right there. See, it's like almost an exact match of the cement or the mason part of the window here. All right, so there's that. And now I just need to type from our family to yours. So click anywhere on your design and type a T on your keyboard. You're going to get a text box. Don't come over here. This is going to give you different font pairings, which are pretty, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for just some plain text. So click anywhere on your photo, type a T, and you're going to get a text box. And you can just start typing. From our family to yours. I know that's a little hard to see. We're going to change the font and the color and everything. So I'm going to bring it down here. And I'm going to come change the font first of all. I believe this is what I chose in the last one. And guys, you can scroll through. Look how many fonts. Like, it's unbelievable. The fonts just go on and on and on. So you can scroll through and get whatever you want. Again, though, if it has one of these little crowns beside it, that's because it's a pro element and you won't be able to get it without paying for it unless you have the pro account. Okay, so here's what I want. I'm going to change the size by just kind of dragging my box around. You can also come up here and change the font size. And I'm going to change the color. Here's the text color right here, this A. I'm going to make it the gold. I think that's what I used. No, it was a lighter gold. I'm going to go with this one. That's better, much better. Okay. And then just position it like so. And you're done. We have just completely recreated this design. Oh, I didn't put my snow overlay. I'm not done. Back to my elements. Nope, my uploads. Let's get this snow overlay. This is something else that I got from Creative Fabrica. I'm going to put it in and you just position it wherever you want it. Make it bigger, smaller, duplicate it before you reposition it if you want it to be a heavier look. Now we're done. Okay, so here's what we started with. Here's what we just recreated. It looks like my background photo is a little bit smaller, but essentially we have ended up with the same thing. Play around with it until you get it exactly how you want it, and now it's time to share. What you want to do here is download this photo. So click download. And you will probably only have one page. I have two because I've just done the demonstration for you guys. But pick which page you want to download. I'm just going to unselect the first one, so it's only going to download the second one. If you want to compress it, make it smaller, you can do that. You don't want a transparent background on this one because we have done all of the designing right here. So you're going to get a PNG, or if you want, you can make it a JPEG, you can make it a PDF, GIF, video, whatever it is you want to do, but PNG is probably the best thing to go with here. Click download, and it will download it right to your computer wherever you have told your computer to download files. So with mine, you can see now it's done, it's popped up right here. And it's going to name it whatever you put in first. The first thing we put in was this Merry Christmas, so that's why it named it Merry Christmas. Once you have it downloaded, you can come and rename it, or you can come up here and type in for my family. And then if you come share, it will name it for my family. All right, guys, that is all I have for today's tutorial. We'll see you next time.